Welcome back. So here we are. I think it's week 14. What happened last week? I think I killed somebody. Yeah. After some playing the game in a few different ways, like lowering my quarterback's AI rating, and then playing just as a coach, definitely turned it back to the normal settings and took it to Green Bay. But I wanted to experiment with something more this time here. This time let's try the CPU and take their quarterback accuracy up. I don't want to change like the wide receivers. The wide receivers won't be better at catching and they won't be any better at pass blocking. But to see what this effect kind of has on my opponent's game plan, it's probably going to be pretty dynamite. And I'm playing the Saints that have a really good quarterback. Even if they're having a down year, they have a lot of talent still. Just look at their overall real quick. Yeah, they're still considered a very talented team. And this is an NFL where the average quarterback has an overall, the average starting quarterback has an overall of 94. Pretty ridiculous. The average backup is like a 91 when I scan all the rosters. There's way too many overrated quarterbacks. Now, one thing I did before this offseason that may end up changing how quarterbacks develop is there's fewer progression moments in the course of the season. I had 5 at one point. The game starts with the default of 5, but 2 of those happen in the playoffs, so the elite teams become even more elite. So instead I had all the talent, all the progressions happen in the regular season, and I think that was in total like more progressions than what was intended perhaps for the quarterbacks. So I think that it's possible that there's actually fewer great quarterbacks if you don't have as many progressions, and I guess we'll see. We'll see how that changes. But right now I want to see how the computer changes. Like I bet with that boosted up to 80, they can throw the ball like all the way to the end zone from here. But will their wide receivers be able to take advantage of that? I am not so sure.
The Saints will start the drive at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10.
But I'm definitely expecting a challenge from their quarterback. Some amazing throws, and they're going to beat me deep. But if I can get my dudes, like, if I can cover their guys at all, if I can like bump them, if I can do all that stuff that messes with the receiver, I can still cover the receivers. That's my thought at any rate.
Number 20 on the carry. 1-yard gain on the play. Third and 9. Ball on the 19-yard line.
What screen? Get me going. They ain't got nothing. Let's go.
Well, that's a route that's usually a challenge. I don't think that was up to the computer having a boosted quarterback accuracy. That was definitely one I expect the computer to make. Some crossing route over the middle.
Let us dictate. So we gonna take it.
Get him, Spencer. Man, that took a while. In this case, let's take a look at their coverages. See why that was obviously a coverage sack by definition, in that happens after 3 seconds. Anything before that, you would definitely like say that the defensive line totally just owned it on that play. But if it's after 3 seconds, you think that there should be a route opening and someone was covered and the quarterback didn't throw the ball. So to the right, that guy's open if he can make a move on this dude when he goes to get tackled. We'll see. I'm curious. Okay, the way 37 is running is going to take away this comeback or whatever the 86 is about to do. I feel like this safety kind of... Well, he's not really doing anything to 88. I don't know what 88's about to do. Is 88 going to actually do that out and in? That route where you run up and then you cut it in like it's a fake post, because then you actually run a corner. Is that what 88 does? No, 88 runs the post. I wouldn't say 88's open because there's these two dudes, and I think that both of them could easily break on that. I think they shouldn't have left number 30 in the block, basically. They left a tight end in the block. Did they also leave a running back in? No, there was no tight end. Never mind. Okay, they're covered. That's why he didn't throw the ball. I'm curious especially about the players that stop. The guys that run up the field, come back, and then stop. Like, what is that? They should be, like, starting to move, try to find a way to get open, even though they're double covered at that point. Find a hole in the zone. Don't just stop. Because, like, I'll throw these out routes, and then, like, if the out route's well covered, the guy will start running up the field some of the time. They don't always do that, which is kind of curious. They don't always start running up the field. I sometimes think that's an effective awareness. A more aware receiver will be aware to run towards the hole in the zone or just towards the end zone. Man. Okay. That was a good choice. And I'm sure it was like a spot-on throw, so the guy catches it in stride.
The pass falls incomplete. Bush, the intended receiver, on the play. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Lou.
No one's on 88. I'm going to kind of have to cheat with Johnson. Okay, 88's blocking. That was a good stiff arm.
7-yard gain on the play.
3rd and 3 with no wide receivers. I am suspicious.
3rd and 3. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Yes,
There's like no one in the middle. What the hell, guys?
That play is good for a 1st down.
That was some really bad. I don't know. Like the middle linebacker should have been there. What am I doing? Goal line. 3 deep blitz. Not my first choice, really, but I felt like I was running out of time. I don't think. Oh, that worked. Very good. Primarily because Boss there, that's Boss Johnson, he won his one-on-one blocking matchup and was able to get in the backfield, tackle the running back. Didn't really win because the scheme was so great, because the defensive tackle knocked 65 backwards.
no more, fellas. Back it up, baby. Play hard and fast, baby.
Ugh, that guy dropped. Grateful for the drops.
Stone, the intended receiver, on the play.
All right. It's been kind of tough.
3rd and goal. Ball on the 2.
My cornerbacks don't have the world's greatest awareness or anything. So I need to take control of the guy. But George has great awareness. Play action pass. Oh my God. I had like 4 zone guys in coverage and they were all somewhere else. No one was literally in that half. Who was he beat, or was he like, oh, I have to go be zone elsewhere? So you see 94 where he just stops. He was kind of frozen by this guy, I guess. Man, that was not a good choice, that zone defense I ran. I don't know. I mean, I kind of expected the Saints to be able to score. I think I have the tools, though. I'll come up with some stops. But I won't be calling that play again.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Johnson back deep to return.
Get me going. Let us dictate.
Set. Texas 53.
I want to run at that gap that they have between the tackles. They still have some pretty good linebackers, I think. But they didn't have as many icons as they used to have when I took a look at that.
2nd and 7.
See here. Well, they got a lot of hammers. Not as many as my defense does, though. I'll let that safety get there. That is okay. I didn't hit the stiff arm button fast enough. I think I could have done better with that run than I did.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Watch the snap down.
Brooks, the ball carrier. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Need a hammer, not the nail.
Watch the flank.
Set.
Under 10.
Cowboy 72.
Defense, get ready. One of us gonna make a play.
That safety read that really well. He didn't bite on it. I thought he would still be slow, and he wasn't slow, unfortunately.
3rd and 10.
I feel like I better score, that I need to make sure I keep up in the scoreboard, because I have a feeling the Saints could pile it on potentially with their quarterback being super juiced.
Silver 72.
Hike the ball now. I stiff-armed him, but it wasn't enough.
The result of the play is
I wonder if stiff-arming is a function of strength or anything like that. I feel like the ability for a blocker to push a defender backwards is a function of strength, as opposed to a function of,
1st and 10.
run blocking. As far as I can tell, run blocking only seems to impact the length of time with which you can hold a block.
72.
It's on. Stay at home. Rainbow right. Cut.
Texas
Here we go,
53.
baby. Rock and roll. Let's go.
Kind of interesting combo there.
Deuce it.
Thank you, Marsh. He was a big target, man. That's kind of a cliche, but you could see it right there, towering over those defenders, and those defenders too small to get around that dude and break up that pass.
Ball on the 9-yard line.
Watch your eyes. All on us, y'all.
Set.
What going?
Oh, man. I was going to go between the guard and the tackle, and the guard defeated. The guard was defeated by the defender he was blocking.
At the end of the first quarter, the score is the Saints 7, the Cowboys nothing. The teams are ready for the second quarter. 2nd and goal. Ball on
So I got pushed back like 2 yards.
Back it up, baby. Knock him out.
Nobody's on Brooks.
No, stop that motor.
Texas 28.
Hold the look.
Go.
So that safety was going to be on Brooks, but he was too far back to get on him in time, and I guess maybe not all that fast. So I should look at that when the safety's matched up. Now, when the safety's like 20 yards back, it's hard to outrun him because that guy, you're running right towards him for a while. But if he gets up to the line of scrimmage in coverage against a running back that has a speed of 93, I might have an advantage.
The extra point attempt is good. Dallas is lined up for the kickoff. Bush back to return. Kickoff returned 19 yards. Bush on the return. The Saints will start the drive at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Jumbo.
Bush on the carry.
Everybody's doing spin moves here.
On the play.
feel like I had some success that I didn't used to have recently, playing some of the cover 2. Yeah, George zone blitz is one.
2nd and 6. Ball
A
on
cover
the
3.
33-yard line.
One of us gonna make a
McCaffrey, get over there.
Hey, watch that
Thank you.
screen.
So is 33 going to blitz? Is that what that was?
From the start, from the start.
Yeah. Kind of interesting choice. Safety. Oh, man. The safety blitz and went way wide on the tackle.
1-yard gain on the play. Third and 6. Ball on the 33-yard line.
I don't love this. They're
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
you.
Deuce it, deuce it.
You're gonna cover Colston. Oh my gosh, he stepped out of bounds.
Makes the catch. 3-yard gain
Whew,
on the
sometimes
play.
you just get lucky. That's what you get for throwing to your fullback. Yes, return this. Return this. It's trying to stiff arm him, but I had to change what hand the ball was being carried with first, so I didn't have enough time to.
Dallas will start
to
the
do that
drive
stiff
at the
arm.
16-yard line. 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10.
So there's a safety now
Snap down.
on Brooks.
Let's go, boys.
Cowboy,
Got him
28.
right. Hey, hey, hey. Brandon! You can't stop me.
I got right. I mean, I was correct about what their defensive line was going to do. And I did the slide protection wide. I don't know if those defensive ends, were they doing like a
1st and 10.
quarterback contain? Because they both went so wide.
We gonna take it. Slide, slide.
I had fortunately, like I mentioned,
All on us, y'all.
ought to
Let's go.
put my offensive protection in
Let's go. Let's go.
wide format.
Knock 'em out. Watch each other back.
Texas, 35. You got it. You got it.
Keep moving. They ain't got
Nobody's on him.
Blue down, blue down.
Hike. One. Oh no. There was so many things I had a chance to do. I fumbled the ball. I didn't fumble it. What I mean is I started oh, what button should I hit? Should it be 3 or 1? And instead I just hit the button to throw it away. Because that was a big mistake. But here I'm like, I think 89 is going to be open. I think 32 is about to be open. But I'm like, oh, I need to hit 1. I need to find the button. I almost never throw it to the outside guys on these sort of play combinations. And instead, I just hit the wrong button altogether and threw the ball away. But look how open both of these guys are. Definitely 80 is a touchdown. I mean, that's like ring the bell. That's a shame. Oh, man, is that a shame.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
If their defensive coordinator saw that, he probably should be
Hey, here we go.
Set.
crapping himself.
Watch the man.
So
Hey,
who's
watch
on
that
Brooks now?
screen. Come on. Check it.
Texas, 35.
Actually, just go to the right. You go to the left.
28.
Here we go.
Okay, Brooks is just really open. And then using him to do running back things.
On the reception. Gain of 16 on the play. 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Here we go, baby.
Set.
So there's like a linebacker in the middle there. So that's 5 blockers.
Silver,
go.
72.
Here we come.
Hey.
Johnson with the reception. 1st down. 1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
All right, let's go. Back it up, baby. Keep it up.
Set.
I guess we'll probably just go to the 2-minute warning.
So we gonna take it. Under 10, 10.
Set. Set.
You can't stop me. Hey.
2nd and 2. Ball on the 24-yard line.
Watch the play. Let's go, boys. Let's go now.
Texas 53.
Let's go.
They didn't move at all, so it means they're probably not going to move if I do that. Now I got 2 blockers out there. And only, yeah, it took them a while, but they finally found someone to block, didn't they? A halfback draw out of the I formation. That seems like a joke.
Play football.
I guess that is what I think of that.
Cowboy 28.
Oh, come on, 83. He just totally whiffed on that linebacker coming right through the middle there. Okay, I need more wide receivers at this point.
2nd and 11. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Everything you got. There we go, D.
What is that guy doing that's looking at number 5? Or my 5.
Be careful.
Just call him after the button.
Zig.
Gray
Let's
53.
go.
Gray 28.
Let's go, D. Knock him out. Let's go. Be physical.
Cowboy
Here we go.
33.
It's deep.
Touchdown.
So I wasn't really confident in that play, but I was running out of time, and I had too many guys running to the left sideline. I had to fix that. But then that ended up leaving lane open running that corner route, which you know I love the corner route if you've seen any of my videos. I think the corner route is just a great route for blowing up zones. I think the out route is great for blowing up man.
Dallas is lined up for the kickoff. Bush back deep to return. Kickoff return, 13 yards. 1st and 10.
I haven't been too aggressive in these nickel situations, so I'm going to try to bring it and maybe catch him by surprise. I ask like a question. Guys, I want you denser. Don't leave that gap there in the middle. I tried to shoulder check him, but it wasn't enough.
Number 85 on the reception. 25-yard gain on the play. 1st and 10.
Okay,
Ball on
a
the
lot of things I don't like.
46-yard line.
Defense, get ready. Turkey. Switch it. Hey, let's go. Right.
Shoot, I didn't even have to get picked up by 72. I brought that on myself. 36? Dude, what are you doing?
Reeves makes the catch. 15-yard gain on the play. 1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Watch your man. Safety right. Left. Turn it up now. Reduce 5. Close left. 3-2.
Yes! That was a hell of an interception. That reminded me of the end of the Rams-San Francisco playoff game. A little bit. Dude's getting hit as he throws. I mean, that happens to me all the time. That's 50% of my interceptions are because I was hit when I was throwing the ball. I made up that stat, but it's like kind of what it feels like.
Everything you got.
Not enough speed to get the separation there, huh?
87, the intended receiver on the play. 2nd and 10.
This slot angle
Ball on the
post,
50-yard line.
kind of not the easiest route to read. Also, if the guy gets jammed, it falls apart. Look at this, what I think is a wide blitz
Let's go. Don't make a play. Keep it up.
from probably 55.
Blue down.
Texas 53. Silver 35. Silver 35. Hey.
Don't stop that motor. Let's do our thing. Keep the throttle down. One of us
Set.
gonna make a play.
Cowboy
Hey, watch the screen.
53.
It's showtime, baby. I got him, man. It's mine. Keep
Gray
moving.
72.
Watch screen.
Cowboy 35. Cowboys, 28.
Okay.
Here we go.
Nobody's on Chapman.
Let's go. Here we go.
Cowboys, 72. Silver, 28. Hey.
Get that first down. Get out of bounds.
Chapman on the reception. The result of the play is a first down. 1st and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line.
No more, fellas. We're coming to red. Let's go. All right, let's go.
Set.
Roy
Texas,
Sims.
28.
Not today. Go make a play.
Gray,
Yeah, let's go,
53.
baby.
Cowboy, 35.
Everybody stay back and block for me,
Gray,
Watch the
28.
snap down.
except for Pate.
Hey.
That actually worked. I thought Pate would be too slow to really pull this off. I figured he'd be matched up on at least one member of their secondary, but I didn't know who. I want to see what was going on in the blocking situation. Now, if you put your running back and you say stay in and block, the defenders will often decide to pass rush. So they might not have pass rushed if you hadn't told them to stay in and block. Yet it still kind of works pretty well most of the time to have some backup blockers in your pocket, because when your one offensive lineman fails, that doesn't mean the defensive tackle's right on you, because then the fullback gets a chance. You see 45 here blocking 55. That helped. Pate hasn't even broken his route yet, so, I mean, 45 maybe allowed this play to happen. And there's, yeah, an 83 is helping here.
Set. Huh.
Dallas is lined up for the kickoff. Bush back to return.
At least somebody got him, man.
The Saints will start the drive.
Kick returns can be very risky for me for whatever reason. I guess I got to stay and cover this guy instead of just blitzing. Assuming he even... Oh, I should have blitzed. If he's only going to go that deep, that dude would not have even gotten the first down running that shallow.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Combo. Turn it out now. Exit. Everything you got. Hold the look. So we gonna take it.
I was going to rush him, but then after they kept everyone in to pass block, I was like, it's not worth my time. I will go disrupt a route or something.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Logan on Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush is a lot slower than he used to be, so this might work.
To the back team.
They worry about us coming.
All right, here we go.
Timeout called.
Might as well get a punt.
Vickers
See what
on
happens.
reception. No gain on the play.
This will probably use up the rest of the clock. There's a way to kick it that can take 6 seconds off. Really high. And I'm running out of time. I tried to spin. I don't know what I really could have done. Maybe spun to the left there before the tackler got me, and then juked
At the end
those
of the
guys that
first
were
half,
running towards the right.
Score is the Cowboys.
All right, Corin Crockett is having a hell of a game. Pretty good rushing average. He's had success. Long of 12, so his average is probably a little bit inflated by just one run, since he's only ran it 3 times. They've certainly not had trouble when they take to the air. Oh, they must have been using their backup. Yeah, so that's a look how their rating is the same. That's kind of weird. because I put several formations where I assigned it to use a bunch of backups, so that when the computer simulates a bunch of games, these backups get enough snaps to like progress. That's why the second quarterback has thrown 3 passes, 2 completions. But he's still a 90-something overall, even though he's a second stringer.
New Orleans will be kicking off to start the second half. Johnson back deep to return. Fair catch made on the kickoff. The Cowboys will start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Let's ride, man.
Set.
Do something.
Cowboy, 28. Hut.
All right. Feel morally obligated to sometimes use my backups, so let's do that now. So these are my backup offensive linemen.
2nd and 5. Ball on the
Nobody's on
25-yard
Dylan.
line.
Okay, a linebacker's on Dylan. See, they have 2 star cornerbacks. It makes me like generally not want to throw towards them.
Stay both now.
I bet those guys are annoyed
Let's go.
Cowboy,
that I'm not throwing to them.
coming through, baby.
Tackle. All day, baby. Come on. Clear.
Texas,
Get it out.
53. Hut.
Especially annoyed when I don't throw and they're incredibly open, and instead I throw the ball away for no reason.
Down on the play.
So I can't believe in this formation there's only like 1 play action pass.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
We like a pack of wolves.
They're doubling
Set.
Lane
Turn it
and
up now.
Olsen. One with a linebacker, the other one.
Let's turn it up.
Okay.
B. Hey, watch the
Silver,
screen.
35.
Get him. Let's go. Be good.
Wow. Did not expect for them to be able to
Complete.
cover him and all the other stuff I had going on that play. All right. You have to run a little bit from that formation. What?
2nd and 10.
Halfback blast,
Ball on
but
the
it
47-yard
goes from the
line.
fullback.
Keep it up. Wham. Come on.
Set.
It's on. Go
Hmm.
make a play.
Brooks, the ball carrier. Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 7. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Set. Silver, 35.
All right, here we go. Yeah, it's on.
Gray,
Under 10,
72.
10. What's quarterback scramble? We got motion.
I'm coming through, baby.
Play
So that's a
football.
linebacker, huh?
Let's go. I can do it, baby. Get it, son.
First
Just
down.
needed to make sure 87 got his block. That he blocked that dude. They were a little bit further away. Sometimes, you know, the linebackers can be
Ball on the 30-yard
fast enough or
line.
agile enough to just scoot away from someone like a tight end if they aren't, you know, right on each other. Didn't ever find that
On the
corner.
carry. No gain on
Get
the
around
play.
it and get around that dude.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
I don't know why, but I feel like I should do a cutback.
Hey, watch that screen. Let's go, boys.
Texas, 35. Gray, 28. Hut.
Brooks,
Well, no one blocked that dude.
1-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 11. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Come on.
See that strong safety's pretty shallow over there.
Silver,
Like maybe he wants to blitz.
Here we go, dude.
This too easy. Texas, 53.
Get me going.
Hell yeah, Allen. He was an unsigned rookie free agent.
Set. Silver, 28.
Hard as pass, baby.
Brooks on the carry. 5 5-yard gain on the play.
Let's go. Be physical. Let's go now. You can't stop me.
Okay, this time I think I'll use the trucking maneuver.
Come on.
Truck. Ah, didn't hit anyone though. But it gives you a little bit of extra leg power, I feel like, when you hit the truck button. So if you're stuck and you can't move forward, you start hitting forward with your right thumb joystick, and you start moving the pile forward a little bit. Especially if your guy has good strength.
Under 10. Hey, let's go 1D.
Silver, 72.
Let's go.
Texas, 28.
Do something. All day,
Texas,
baby. Come
35.
on.
Touchdown, Dallas.
But isn't the most obvious move for every running back to hit the turbo button? I feel like that's the one I abuse the most. But I realize, though, every move you do, it takes like the next time it begins an animation cycle before you do it. So it's not like you throw a stiff arm as soon as you hit the button. You have to do it a little bit before the moment. So you have to predict a little bit about doing your moves before the defender gets there. So there was like one instance I put up a stiff arm, but then I got hit from the other side. I was like focused on the linebacker on my left, but then I got hit by a cornerback.
Dallas is lined up for the kickoff. Bush back deep to return.
Uh-oh. Man, a guy named 99 caught up to that dude.
Bush on the return. The Saints will start the drive at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10.
Ain't no thing. Get it up. Watch your eyes. Hey, switch. Pass switching. Watch out. There we go, D.
Oh, that guy just wasn't close enough when he caught the ball and then run into him. Bad angle or something. Maybe my fault.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. Get some slack going. Let's run, man. Watch your man.
So 93 is going to drop back in his zone. He's not covering anyone, fool. But at least 40 wasn't really covering anyone either, but he got there in time to break up the completion.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Keep moving.
I'm sick of covering tight ends.
Back it up, baby.
Give me the pass rush. Uh-oh.
Number 85 with the reception. 1st down on the play. First and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
So I'm going to try to jam the wide receivers and do a rush up the middle.
Right now. Don't make a play. Keep it up. There it is.
Bush on the carry. Loss of 2 on the play.
Going to pretty much do the same thing.
2nd and 12. Ball on the 17-yard line.
And maybe do the same thing here.
Lou.
Those guys are pulling him off man coverage. Come on, dude. 59, you make a great play like that. Don't let him stiff arm you away.
1-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, 3, but I want to get rid of this
3rd
contained
and 11.
stuff.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
Ring him. Pirate.
Hale makes the catch. Gain of 4 on the play.
I want to do something similar.
Don't stop that motor. Let's do our thing. Safety right. Drag him. Play football.
Ah.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Gotta be suspicious for an onside kick. Only 4 minutes left. 2 touchdowns.
Johnson back to return.
Not a... That had to be an illegal block in the back, but they're not going to flag it. Okay.
26 yards. The Cowboys will start the drive
All right.
at the 31.
Let's see if I can use all...
First and 10.
What is that?
I can do it, baby. I'm coming through, baby.
242 seconds. Like lost faith in my ability to do math.
Brooks, the ball carrier. Gain of 4 on the play.
But I am confident that that is true. It is 242. Now 12 less, though.
Second and 6. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Get my cut back. Come on.
Did that guy lose his contacts?
Lucky. Tampa. So we gonna take it. Deuce it.
That linebacker's pretty unblocked in this play.
Watch the ball. Nothing. They don't get nothing.
Well, I thought 75 would at least block the defensive end, but that didn't happen.
2 on the play. Third and 8. Ball on the 33-yard line.
So one thing I tend to do probably too much, a human would pick up on, is that I tend to throw to whatever side has the most space. Like that's something you could predict, that you should be more focused on where I have a lot more room for my dudes to run.
Let's go.
28. Gray, 28. Oh, this too tough for you.
There we go, baby. Rock and
Silver,
roll.
35.
Everything you got.
And Allen's just so open. I should complicate it by trying to get one of my other receivers open.
Football reception. First down on the play.
All right, so we'll take that down to the 2-minute warning. We'll see how they line up.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Let's go. Watch out. Yo, 1.
Set. Silver, 53.
Do something. Play hard and fast, baby. Right here.
So they're still in a zone.
Yeah, let's go, baby. It's
Gray,
on.
53.
Yeah, it's on. Here we go.
No.
Who's gonna make a play?
What just
Run
happened?
fast. You can't stop me.
All right, 2-minute warning.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
All right, now. Hey, watch the screen. Blue down. There's some slot going.
I also tend to run to the side that has fewer defenders, like some sort of uncreative person. Ah, they forced me out of bounds.
Brooks on the run.
That's too bad.
9-yard gain on the play. Second and 1. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Check it. Let's go now. We turning it up. Here I come.
Set. Cowboy, 28.
The defense calls a timeout. First down, Cowboys. First and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Be physical.
That's a lot of defensive players down there in the run box. But man,
It's on. Let's go.
don't they know anything about baryons and
Yeah, you see me.
fermions? And these linebackers are not obeying the rules of physics. They're occupying the same space simultaneously, which is a fermionic behavior, something photons can do.
Called by the defense.
Baryons, like electrons, protons, they cannot occupy the same space as another particle does.
Second and 10. Ball on the
I think I have those
28-yard
terms
line.
correct. I think I'd have them correct, or else I wouldn't just shout it out here.
Set.
Over swing right.
I spend too much time reading Wikipedia, I think.
Brooks on the run.
All right, so now we got to throw the ball again, right? So let's try to force the ball. My favorite thing to do. But I want to throw it to like Lane or Olsen. Let me see who hasn't gotten a catch. Let's not get a interception to ruin my awesome passer rating. Lane even has a catch. These are most of my wide receivers. That's pretty good distribution. Even my tight end and Johnson. So everyone kind of has a catch. Pate and Marsh in the same game. My two tight ends have a catch. And I have two running backs with catches. When you distribute it like this, I have, like, sometimes one of my first strategies in Madden is to throw the ball to my third or fourth wide receiver, because it seems to, like, early in the game, if I get the third and fourth guy involved, the computer starts calling defenses that don't smother my outside receivers as much. At least that was something I used to always try to do. But it's a good habit. You want to get your star players involved. That's a legit thing. But oh. Well, where are we? We can kick a field goal from here, right? We can. Yeah, we'll kick a field goal.
Is lined up for the field goal.
Kind of a strong wind, huh?
The field goal attempt is good.
So I would say their quarterback definitely was really good at times. Obviously not good enough to okay, so like what the quarterback did that was good is he hit dudes in stride. Like every time that they had a completion, the dude was running in the stride and just kept running, and they got a couple big plays that way. The interception he threw was because he was getting hit. He started throwing it, and then he got hit, and then the ball like went real short, and my dude intercepted it. But even with their quarterback boosted, with the wide receivers not being boosted, it's not like they started chunking it 80 yards downfield. I don't know if the Saints still have really good speed at wide receiver. But obviously, you know, they're not better at not dropping it. So the quarterback boost didn't necessarily boost their wide receivers. Saints, for a long time, had elite wide receivers, but that a lot of them, like Meacham, they've been around for a while. This is 2017 now, isn't it? What year is it? I literally can't remember anymore.
Under 10. Nothing. They don't get nothing. Run. Combo.
Second and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Hey, watch that screen. Everything you got.
Yeah, in the game like that.
Number 40 makes the interception.
All right, so it'll take one or two knees to get there. So they're going to call a timeout, I think. But the play clock should, I mean, the game clock should be down to like 39 seconds. It didn't even take 1 second off the clock. They didn't call a timeout, though. All right. I think I have to knee the ball one more time. I wouldn't trust the Saints not to use a timeout. I don't know. Even if they use a timeout, I still have third down.
Let's go. Here we go, baby.
Well, I would say I definitely just smoked one of my oldest foes. Reggie Bush is definitely probably not what he used to be. Let's go take a look at Reggie Bush, see how he's aged. At this point, I think it would be funny to, like, every time Reggie Bush tries to retire, I'm going to bring him back. I'm going to make him play. He's going to be like 55 years old. Trapped in this simulation, unable to escape. Defense played great. Red zone efficiency. I mean, when they got there, man, they were tough to stop. And they scored to open the game. I just had a kick-ass second quarter, and into the 2 minutes, the last 2 minutes, man, my rush average really dropped. But I still like my run game. I think it's a real good tool in this context, even when I only rush for this much. I'm trying to remember what the second interception. I remember one interception being off the quarterback sack, where the quarterback was hit. And I think another the last interception, that's right. The wide receiver juggled the ball and my doe cornerback grabbed it. I don't normally catch those juggled balls. I so often see the ball bounce around all the different players, but it usually still hits the ground. I didn't punt all game. Did I go for it on fourth down? I didn't even attempt a fourth down conversion. I just kicked their ass, was highly efficient on offense. Lots of drives ending in points. I think that's the highest rating possible, right? It should be, if it's not. I don't quite recall what it was just a second ago. I thought it ended in a 7. I don't know. Whatever. But a 72% completion rate, 13.3 average is pretty monstrous. Chapman got a lot of work. I thought he played pretty well. He's definitely a usable. I could definitely, like, if I didn't have Brooks, the only thing about Chapman is his carrying is 79. You want that as high as possible, but even a 99 will fumble on occasion. It happens. But this guy, that's everything I like in a running back. Awareness could help, but I'm rarely hindered by my running back awareness. Now, what that might mean, though, is sometimes, like when the running back runs an out route, maybe the running back's less likely to move to some. Okay, when I run an out route, the only time it's ever covered is when someone is shallow zone in the flats, a flat zone. So the way you defeat a flat zone is that if you're being covered by a flat zone and the only other zone in the area is like the safety way up high, then you go up the field to the middle area, and that way you find the hole in the zone coverage. But a player with lower awareness seems less likely to do that. So like if you run an out route and it's covered because someone's in a flat zone, you should then get to the sideline and run up the field. And then it's an easy pass. Almost always. You just lob it over the defender shallow and easy completion. You're already running upfield. It's great. But if you have low awareness, they won't always make that play. They'll just stop and look at you like they're stupid. So don't be dumb. Be active. You gotta. I mean, the way you look good is you keep moving. You don't stop. I mean, if you stop and the defender's just hanging out with you, it's just like you might as well be playing outfield while your pitcher is trying to pitch 4 balls to walk a dude. All right. Allen. He has just enough speed to make my threshold. I don't think he was drafted. But he had some big catches this game, didn't he? All right, again, I'm just stoked by this pass distribution. So many different players I threw it to. That's exciting. Let me count them. 1, 2. What? Oh. 9. Can I throw to 10? I didn't throw to, say, Bethel Johnson. So there's still more wide receivers I could throw the ball to. Allen, Olsen, and Dillon's 3 of them. S. Johnson is 4. And then Lane is 5. So I threw it to my top 5 wide receivers, but I still have Bethel Johnson. And there's only one formation where he's a wide receiver on the field. Bethel Johnson has the craziest speed stats that you can have, I think, as a 33-year-old in this game. All right, let's end this game. So that was a heck of a beatdown. I didn't let their quarterback get to me because I played smothering on offense. I just took the ball and I never gave it back. Let's take a look at the standings. The Lions are kicking a lot of butt. So a little more separation in the points against. But man, the top teams, I think, are looking pretty good. And you look at the Dolphins, look at their points for and their points against. I wish they had point differential. I mean, I can obviously estimate that's about 154, or exactly 154. This is 102. I don't know if point differential is a very valid way to like estimate how good a team is in the context of Madden, especially with simulated games, but I still go by it. Whatever. You know, normally I do lead the league in points against, but usually my points for is actually more mediocre. That's actually a little bit closer to the top than I'm used to. I think this is 10 teams show up here. No, this is 9 teams just in this list. So I'm the 10th most point producing offense. Giants would make the playoffs at this point. I think they made the playoffs last year, winning the division, and the Cowboys sat out. Buccaneers are going to win that division, it looks like. I probably helped to bury the Packers. I think I also played the 49ers this year. So my opponents still don't have a winning record this year. Man, when I was playing as the Falcons and then the Saints and the Panthers and the Buccaneers all had double-digit wins. That was one of the only times where my opponent records, I think, was solidly in the winning percentage. All my division opponents had like double-digit wins. That's not happening in the NFC East these days. The Broncos. All right, the Snowpocalypse is about upon us here in Austin. Last year was the Snowpocalypse. I was playing Madden, and then the power went out for like 5 fucking days. Everyone's filled with a lot of dread. Everyone, I would say I'm mostly confident that we won't lose power again, but I'm still also mad at our state government and their total negligence and basically bilking the whole state and all the people in it for massive, massive profits for the people that, you know, routinely just throw them $1 million to do their bidding in the state government. I mean, Texas's legislature and every level of the government is completely owned by the industry, the oil industry in a literal sense. To the point where it can even be suffocating to other independent businesses that aren't inside that sphere because they thoroughly control the legislation. Anyway, that's all to say that I have absolutely zero confidence that our state is capable of being prepared as long as there's like only just one party allowed to govern. It's not that I believe in this party or that party in regards to local politics. It's that when there's only one party, they fucking suck and they only do favors for friends. You need 2 parties to at least like stab each other and keep them on their toes and keep them honest. Nothing in Texas keeps the political regime honest. It's just indecent. It's not dignified. So, not expecting to lose power for 5 days again in the fucking freezing cold, but it could happen. I remember just this time last year playing Madden, and I was like, man, I could be really happy just holed up inside my home playing video games, but no. Can't have nice fucking things, can we? Because of our ignorant allies. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.